Alright everybody, welcome back to another Xvault gaming video. Xvault here, and yes, I'm going to go over your PS Plus Essential games that you get for the month of June 2024. That's right, we're already halfway through the year, and Days of Play has already been announced. There's a lot of goodies there, so we'll just do a quick mention and all that, but without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. Alright, so like I was saying, what we're going to do is go ahead and go over those games for you for the month of June 2024 for your PS Plus Essential games. You do get 3 of them, of course, and on top of that, I'm just going to briefly mention some of the extra caveats that you get for the Days of Play and stuff like that. So, we're going to start off right out the gate. If anybody's a SpongeBob fan, I know there's lots of you out there who are, even though I'm sure some of you will say I'm not. However, we do have SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake. Now, this is another game, almost like a pseudo-sequel to the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, right? That was remastered, that was also part of PS Plus at some point. I just forget the exact month. And that was a great game, a great remaster. I heard really good things about this overall. So again, if you're a SpongeBob fan, if you're a big platformer fan, you are going to have a lot of fun with this. There's costumes, there's another wacky, zany adventure, and again, I'm sure it's going to have a lot to offer. And for those of you out there that like to collect trophies, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff to do to unlock those trophies. I do like to do that as time permits nowadays anyways. And then of course, you know, I think that's a big one. I don't think this month is that strong, but however, I think that's a pretty decent one. And when I say not that strong, let's go over option number 2. This is going to be Streets of Rage 4. Now, I did end up buying this. I thought this was actually a really good game. It's a side-scroller beat-em-up, right? And again, it's a sequel after Streets of Rage 3. You guessed it. And really just, honestly, the game did such a great job. Added more characters, added more story and lore. I thought the combat was great, you know, still on the tough side, so to speak, if you ask me, who even grew up with those types of games, right? Also, on top of that, I mean, it's great, right? You have 4-player local co-op, you have online co-op if you want to do that, but it really gives that old school arcadey feel, and I think it's a great game. But again, as I'm saying, the offerings, I think this is just on the lower side of value, but still a really great game, and that value can be, you know, debated or opinionated depending on who you are, but I still think that's a really, really good get regardless. Now, the third and final game for you for the month. This is the interesting part here. I've seen stuff where this has been on clearance for physical at certain locations for like $3, but AEW Fight Forever. Now, this is not akin to your WWE or wrestling sim that you're used to through that branch, nor the quality, so let's get that out of the gates first. I think it's still a solid title for sure. But again, it's more arcadey-esque, and some of you out there might like the arcade style type of gameplay, and it just shows how out of date the roster on these, you know, any sports games, but especially WWE games or any other wrestling game, the roster does get outdated pretty quick. And so you're going to see stuff like Sting, who's now retired. You're going to have still CM Punk in there. You're going to get the very beginning of what they would consider to be Jade Cargill and stuff like that. So a lot of fun there, but I think that's, you know, at least it's something to throw on there. Hey, we're having some fun. But do I think this is one of their strong months for PS Plus Essential for that tier? Absolutely not. But again, I'm not going to scoff at the offerings here because it's something I would dabble with if I'm bored. But again, these are just caveats every month. I just like to bring it to the attention. Of course, you need PS Plus Essential to play all online games, unless it is, of course, a free-to-play game like Fortnite, Apex, PUBG, and so on and so forth. So keep that in mind. Now, real quick for the last part of the video here, I do want to go over the Days of Play here just real quick. I don't want to make this a 20-minute video because you can, of course, go and Google this up, but I just think it's cool and wanted to mention some of the stuff there. You're going to get some PlayStation Plus avatars as well, so if you do like that stuff, you're going to have access to those, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. And then just a quick reminder that EA Sports FC 24, part of May's monthly games lineup, will be available until June 18th, so you do have a little bit longer to claim the FC game there from FIFA there from EA Sports. If you are a Roblox fan, I am not, I will admit, but I know a lot of you out there that are, so you do get an exclusive Roblox pack where you get to customize your avatar with Felix Freezebeard the Yeti. I have no idea who that is, and that might be showing my age, or that might be a good thing because I shouldn't probably be playing Roblox as a whole, and I'm okay with that. So I think that's fun, but that'll be available on June 3rd as well, just an FYI. Bonus titles coming to the catalog. This is what's pretty cool here. Now, I know not everybody has the VR2, PSVR 2, right? But they are offering $100 off of the Call of the Mountain bundle, which has that game with it from the Horizon series. A really great game, by the way, but also has the VR 2. I know a lot of you are skeptical because, you know, we're not sure if it's going to get super supported or what it looks like, but it is going to get supported as it's going to be available to work on PC as well. So I think there's going to be some support here. So I am excited with the fact that you're going to get some PSVR 2 games added as well if you are a PS Plus member. You have to be a premium tier now, just keep that in mind, but that's going to be Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord. That's W. Walkabout Mini Golf, that is a great game. Synth Riders is pretty fun. Before Your Eyes, I don't know much about that one, but we do get Walking Dead Saints and Sinners chapters 1 and 2, and that is also a couple great entries there if you do have VR. So keep that in mind. Now, the other piece of this here I think is great. Again, this is for premium members. You have to be on the highest tier. You are going to get some PS2 Classics catalog. Now, check this out. First of all, I'll mention the games, but Tomb Raider Legend. Then you get Sly Cooper, the Thievius Raccoonus. Then Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Now, what is great about this? They don't really make a note or caveat to this, but these are the first games that are natively emulated directly to the PlayStation 5. So these are natively. This isn't running where you have to stream it only. You get to download these. And I'm really hoping that, of course, we get to get a new trophy list with each one of these games, and hopefully they come along with the platinum, because I would love to go through a new trophy list for Sly Cooper. I think I did plat all 3 of the originals on the PS3 when they did the remaster collection. So I think this is great though. So hopefully that works out really well. And just a couple quick mentions of additions later on for your extra and premium. I'm not going to do a separate video for them because stuff's all over the place for Days of Play. But you do get Dredge, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, which is okay, Cricket 24, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Definitive Edition. So, and then as well as that, you get the trial of WWE 2K24. Folks, if you haven't tried out WWE games, whether you're a wrestling fan or not, please check these out. These are great. A lot of fun, and it doesn't matter, especially if you get a buddy co-op. I don't recommend the online. That's really janky, but local play and anything you do story-wise and universal-wise, custom creation, stuff like that. This game is such a fantastic game, what they did these last 3 years, especially with 2K. But really, please, I implore you, check this out. Whether, again, you're a wrestling fan or not, or a sports fan or not, I guarantee you're going to have fun if you stick with it for a little bit. So that being said, we will wrap up the video for now. We are getting so close to the 2K subs. Thank you all so much for just continuing to grow. Can't thank you enough. I just wanted to throw this video out there for some awareness, but please check out the PS blog to check out all the goodies if you don't remember or just want to check in more depth, of course. So enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. I really appreciate that. Leave a like, comment, helps out the algorithm. If you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing, helping out a small content creator like myself. And of course, enjoy the rest of your day, everybody, and we will see you next time on the next Xvault Gaming video. And until then, take care.